Hello everybody and welcome to Mark Goldbridge. That's football. We're back and it's the big one. It's the Manchester City versus Liverpool Watchalong. I tell you what, I've been looking forward to this one a hell of a lot. It's going to be a really good game and I'm really excited about it. Hope you all are as well. Just waiting for this to actually kick in. Hopefully it is. We're up and live. So how are we feeling? Weird old day, hasn't it? You know, Spurs with a late winner. They are a threat as far as I'm concerned. And I think Leicester have just beaten Wolves, who didn't pick Adama Traore again, which is rather surprising. However, let me just make sure that this is all in order. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We are live, which is good. Hello, everybody. Get smashing a like, sharing the video. Welcome to the watch along. I'm very excited about this one. Can I also just say as well, a big shout out to Surfshark, who are sponsoring our watch along today. Surfshark is a virtual private network. One of the best things about Surfshark, in fact, is their data protection services, making sure your private messages, photos, videos, and other sensitive material is protected. But my personal favourite thing about Surfshark, and the thing you'll find, I think you'll most be interested in really, is that you can change your location on Netflix or location-specific based streaming services, so you can watch them from anywhere in the world. So if you're on Netflix UK, you can do it in America and everything like that. You can also use Surfshark across as many devices as you like, even if they're used at the same time, and it's available on every device you can think of, whether it's Android, iOS, Linux, Amazon Fire TV. I could go on, but I think you get the picture. And the best bit is, because Surfshark are super nice, they're giving That's Football viewers, that's you, 83% off and 3 months free when you use the code That's Football with the link in the video description. So that's 83% off and 3 months free when you sign up for Surfshark, the virtual private network, through the link in the video description with the code That's Football. So thanks again to Surfshark, and let's get on with the stream. And I mean, which way do you think this is going to go? Which way do you think this is going to go? The game kicks off in 29 minutes. We can go through the team news, of course. I don't want to be on that side. I've been on Footbin. I've been playing Ultimate Team. I'm trying to rebuild my team. I've had a bit of a dip in form, so yeah, I need to change it. So yeah, Leicester won 1-0. And Spurs won 1-0. So Leicester are top of the league at the moment with 18 points. Tottenham are second with 17. And Southampton are third with 16. If Liverpool win today, they go top with 19 points. I think from a chasing pack point of view, you would like to see maybe Liverpool drop points today. From a Manchester United point of view, I would like to see a draw or a Manchester City win. You got to think of your club. You got to think what's best for your club. Spurs fans, Chelsea fans, they'd like a draw, I'm sure, as well. I'm not saying Man United are in a race to get top four, by the way. I'm not saying that. But, you know, whilst you can dream, you can dream. Manchester City's team: Ederson, Walker, Ruben Diaz, Laporte, Cancelo, De Bruyne, Rodri and Gundogan, Torres, Gabriel Jesus and Sterling. On the bench, they've got Pebbles, Aki, Zinchenko, Stefan, Bernardo Silva, Foden and Garcia. I presume Aguero is injured again. I haven't really been paying much attention. I mean, that's one of the things I want to say as well. Do you not think that this game has not really been hyped up as much as it should have been? I've not really heard much about it. And I don't know whether this is because we don't have fans in the ground anymore, or it's just because Man City and Liverpool is not a very interesting dynamic as it should be, but it should be. I think this is a very interesting game to watch. As a football fan, it's a very interesting game to watch. Liverpool have got Alisson in goal, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Matip and Gomez to the centre-back pairing, Robertson, and then Henderson, Wijnaldum and Jota in the midfield with Firmino, Mane and Salah. So with Jota starting, it's a somewhat more attacking team in some ways. It'd be interesting to see how they actually line up. On the bench, they've got Keita, Milner, Adrian, Jones, Shaqiri, Origi and Phillips. So as you can see from that City, that Liverpool bench, it does have an air of depth, Liverpool. But with Matip and Gomez at centre-back, I don't think they're as weak as people think they are. Any team's going to miss Van Dijk. But how do I think this is going to go? I think that... Well, look, let's have a look at the league table where they both are at this moment in time. We know, like Manchester United, Manchester City have got games in hand, one game in hand. They've actually got 2 games in hand on Leicester, who are top of the league. If Man City were to win both those games in hand, they'd go to level with Spurs. So Man City and Liverpool at the moment, they're not running away with things, and I think that's quite encouraging from a wider Premier League perspective. I don't want to see Liverpool and Man City running away from it. It's nothing to do with being a Man United fan. I just want a more interesting Premier League, and I think at the moment it has been quite interesting. So Manchester City at the moment, they currently sit in 12th. They've got 11 points. They've got 1 more point than Manchester United, but obviously they've played a game less than us and 2 games less than most people. Man City sort of do need to win today. I think a draw for them would leave them on 12 points after 7, whereas Liverpool would be on 17 points after 7, 1 point off the top. So I think Man City need to win this more than Liverpool. And also, let's not forget, the return fixture of this may not occur until next March time, which is when potentially you could have fans back in the ground. So Man City do need to take advantage of this being the home tie, however you do that. McTominay will become our Jordan Henderson, says Marketing James. Very interesting. Pebbles is John Stone, says Ellis. And that's disgraceful, says Sam Fleming. I don't know what you're talking about. And show your fantasy team, Mark. It's better than me showing something else, I suppose. I'm sure I can do that if people want me to. Very risky lineup from Klopp, says Samyak. Well, obviously Thiago's out injured for them again as well. And I presume, I mean, somebody can tell me this, but I presume that if Henderson and Wijnaldum are playing, Fabinho's obviously injured as well. So they're out Fabinho, Van Dijk, Thiago. And I know Thiago's a new player, but I've always felt that Liverpool are a team that's not been fortunate. They have had injuries, but they are picking up injuries at the moment that could derail their season. Jota's a very good signing. Thiago's a good signing, but Thiago is injury prone. I remember when United were linked to him in the summer. And one of the reasons I was getting excited about Thiago potentially coming to United is because I knew Liverpool wanted him, and Liverpool tend to do their homework on their players. So it's an interesting one how it works. And bye bye Tanwa. Bye bye. It's they don't have masses of depth, Liverpool, and they do need to go and try and win it. But it's an attacking lineup from Liverpool, and I think that's the most interesting thing. With Salah, Mane and Firmino starting, and then Jota starting as well, it's an attacking lineup. And I'm hoping we're going to get a good game. I think maybe Klopp's looking at this and saying, well, there is no home advantage because it's just a football pitch with no fans. Let's go and have a go. And I think from Liverpool's point of view, it could be quite interesting. I mean, what do you think of Hakim Ziyech? Says Hamza. Mate, I've said it many a time on this channel. I think Hakim Ziyech is a very, very good player, and I said that when Chelsea bought him back in January. Realistically, for how long do you think Ollie can continue to bench Pogba? Does he know he's going to go? Says Wrestle India. We'll be talking about Pogba on the United Stand at 8 o'clock tonight, so it is actually quite a big topic for the 8 o'clock show. So I'm not going to go into it too much, but what I would say is that you can't just keep Pogba on the bench. He's going to have to do something about it, and it is a problem. Do you think Liverpool will play 4-3-3 or 4-4-2? Says Kendall M. I think they'll play like a 4-2-3-1. I think that they will play with Wijnaldum and Henderson sitting in front of the back four, and I think that they'll have Salah and Mane wide with Jota sort of hanging around Firmino, because that's without being a Liverpool fan and knowing, I think that's what I think they will do. Thanks for people who are doing the super chats. Make sure you subscribe if you're new, by the way, bottom right hand corner. Been looking forward to this one. A few people in the live comments saying that they're not as hyped as this game as they should be. I think once it kicks off, it becomes a good game, but it hasn't been hyped. I don't know what it is. I don't know what. The world's a weird place at the moment. Of course it is, and you want to see fans back in the ground. I mean, it's almost like living in an underpopulated world at the moment, because everywhere you look on the TV, there's no people there. And obviously, the world still has a massive population, but we're just not seeing people, are we? And it becomes a little bit sterile. But it's definitely better than having nothing. And I think credit to the Premier League for getting it going, because it's very important. Just on the Premier League results today, massive win for Spurs. They're not top anymore because Leicester are top because they beat Wolves. But starting off with Spurs, 3 minutes to go, Harry Kane gets the goal. I did actually tweet it out and I said, the mad thing is, if Spurs draw this game and United win their game in hand, United would be 2 points behind Spurs, which is ridiculous. How are Spurs not miles ahead of United? Well, they won anyway. But, Spurs are a threat. I think at the moment, their threat is for top four. They'll just have to see how they get on. I think after the international break, they play Chelsea and Spurs. I'll double check Chelsea and City. Sorry, I think I'll double check that in a minute. But at the moment, they're doing well, and I think I didn't really watch the Spurs game this afternoon. I don't know how many of you did, but I did watch it against Burnley on Monday night, and I think that was it Monday night they played Burnley. Actually, I can't remember, but they are a team that their last couple of games where they've won and taken 6 points, I think previously they would have took 2. So there's definitely progression there. I saw your tweet about Adama. He's been awful when played, especially when they played Sheffield United away. Gone back to Middlesbrough. Traore says great banter. I mean, I don't watch Wolves enough, great banter, but I'm surprised that Adama Traore is not starting for Wolves. Last season, he was number 1 for take-ons and assists. So why would you bench a player like that? But if he's not playing well, it might explain it. But Wolves losing to Leicester through a penalty. What do you need to become a mod, says Ewan Black. I don't know. We haven't looked at any for a while. And Jamie Johnson says, I'm ready for a big game today. Hopefully we'll be as good when I watch my local team, Crawley Town, beat Torquay 6-5 in extra time in the FA Cup today. Well, big up to Crawley Town, Jamie Johnson. The penalty that Leicester got, what did we think about that? Did we think it was a little bit lucky, or do you think it was legit? I think it's one of those. I actually saw one of those get given by Manchester United against Chelsea many years ago by Atkinson. So I felt it was a penalty, if I'm absolutely honest with you. Thanks, Kate. So yes, let me just tell you Spurs' next couple of fixtures. Straight after the international break, they're playing Man City on Saturday the 21st of November at 5:30. And then the following weekend, on the Sunday at 4:30, they're playing Chelsea. So big test for Tottenham, and then after that they're playing Arsenal. So the next 3 games for Spurs are huge in relation to what they can achieve, but they put themselves into a decent situation. In fact, in their next 5 Premier League games, they play Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea and City. A game against Crystal Palace in there as well. So a really tough Christmas run-in for Spurs, but look, I think they've got the squad to do it. I'm still Ollie out because I've seen us do this too much, where we lose and then a game Ollie on the line and we win. False hope, says HTT. I'm ready for a big game today. Hopefully we'll be as good as when I read that from Jamie Johnson. So how do we feel about this game today? How do we think it's going to go? Mark, what's your opinion on Scottish football, says Kenzie. I don't watch it. So I suppose that's an opinion. I don't watch it, so there you go. And super chat from Road to Dawn. He says it was a bit harsh, but Wolves were awful and Leicester fully deserved to win. There you go. I only watched a little bit of it because I'm not sad to admit it. In the last 24 hours, I've watched two Christmas films. I watched The Santa Claus this afternoon when I was doing a bit of ironing. I watched it with the kids. And then last night we watched a bit of a rom-com one with the wife, which I don't really like to do. But it was quite good last Christmas with the girl off Game of Thrones. It was quite a clever twist, actually. I was actually quite sad. That was a penalty you would love for your team and hate if it goes against you. God save football, says Sharath Math Fitness. Yeah, in fairness to that penalty, I had seen it before. And I mean, I've seen them given before, even before VAR. Anthony Prayan says 3-3. I'm hoping it's going to be a high-scoring game, Anthony. 4-2 Liverpool win, says LFC Fan 98. I certainly 5-0 to Liverpool, says K Bands. I think it's a really hard game to predict. Chelsea are looking dangerous, says Rising Baller. I do want to talk about that in a minute. Let's just talk about Liverpool for about 3 minutes and City. And then just before kick-off for the last sort of 15 minutes, I want to talk about the season so far, because we're hitting the second international break tonight. And the Premier League table is sort of starting to make sense. And I want to revisit what my predictions were for the top 4 and relegation, but also look at, where are we going now? What's likely to happen after that international break, which is the last one until March, I believe. 3-5 to Liverpool, says Dan Plays. Lots of people going for a Liverpool win, although F1 stuff says 5-4. I tell you what, if we get anything like some of these predictions in here, then I'm going to love it. I'm really going to love it, because bye-bye my game crashed. I think I just want to see lots and lots and lots of goals and a really open game. And I think the way that Liverpool are playing Jota and Mane and Salah and Firmino means that they will try and play on the front foot. I think the one thing that Klopp knows is that without Fabinho and without first choice centre backs effectively, they can't defend against Man City. I think what's very, very clear is that Klopp is going for attack against defence. Obviously, I don't think he trusts his defence to go there and get a clean sheet, really. So we'll see how it goes. But no, having said all that, it'll probably end up being bloody 0-0, won't it? But I don't think so. But the fact that Klopp is going out to attack them should be a good game. What's my prediction? No Mahrez for no Mahrez, says Hamza for City. I think that it will be. I think it's going to be a win for Manchester City. To be honest with you, yeah, I think that they probably will win it. I think it's got that sort of a feel to it, and yeah, it's. It probably is like that. If it's buffering, I can't do anything about it. So you're just wasting. Either don't watch the stream or stop saying it, because I can't do anything about it. We're live streaming, so I can't do anything about it. It is what it is. 4-3 City, but VAR denies City's fourth, says Oliver Hernandez. And where do you think... Has your top 4 or 6 changed now after these 8 games? Says Zach Fellows. Not really. I think that. Well, no. Let's have a little chat about that. Actually, the top 4 at the moment. My top 4 before the season started was Liverpool to win the league, Chelsea second. I think I had Man City third and United fourth. Now that at this moment in time looks wrong. I don't think Liverpool are as nailed on as they once were. And I don't think that Manchester United look like they're going to get top 4 either. So I think that's going to be difficult. Very, very difficult in that sense for United to get into that top 4 race without a shadow of a doubt. But I do think that, Chelsea are doing quite well. No doubt about that. And Spurs and Arsenal have sort of got themselves into the equation as well. And we mustn't be dismissive of Leicester. I mean, there's an air of consistency with Leicester under Brendan Rodgers. They were up near the top. They were up in the top 2 last season, and this season they're up there as well. So yeah, it is interesting to see what's going to happen with it. So we'll see. If it is lagging for you, it's something I would call tough shit. Really, either reset it or fuck off. Ultimately, because we've got people pissing about. But yeah, I just think it's going to be interesting how the Premier League works out now. Really, because I think that I'm still worried that we're going to see Liverpool just run away with it at some point. And I think if they win today, it could be a seismic result in that sense, because it would be a massive result for them. It would put them top of the league, and once Liverpool are top of the league, I predicted they would win this league anyway. So I don't really want to see that happening. But if they come here and win the game, then they're just confirming themselves as the best team in the country, which is what they are at the moment, and we can't dispute that. Daniel Luciano says, cheers Mark, that last minute Spurs win hurt. Side note, this game in hand is so frustrating. Love analysing the table and it ruins it, says Daniel Luciano. I think that you've got to... I triple captain Son, says Gabriel. Wonder how many wins Man United have without Maguire, says Ray S. I think you've just got to add the 3 points on for Man City and Man United. And I know that's really arrogant towards Villa and Burnley, but I think you have. I think you've got to do that. So, yeah. And United with another... Well, let's have a look at the league table. If you add the 3 points on for Manchester United in the league table at the moment, then they're up to... They'd have 13 points, so they'd be only up to 8th, level with Wolves and Palace and Everton. They'd still be 5 points off the top of the league, assuming if Liverpool win tonight, they'd be 6 points off the top. So I think what it shows is that Manchester United and many other teams have had very, very bad starts to the season, but it's all redeemable. It's all recoverable at the moment, because a lot of teams have dropped points. Manchester United have dropped a lot of points, of course, and so have Spurs have dropped points. You know, they've dropped points at home to West Ham from 3-0 up, Newcastle at home, Everton at home. So despite Spurs' great start to the season, and they've had a great start to the season, they've still dropped a lot of points, haven't they? So I feel that I think that that it's absolutely wide open in that sense. Yeah. So yeah, let's see how it goes. As I said. Why did Kane not get his bonus points? They might not have been added on yet. I want Spurs to win if United don't, says Robbie. And Mark, most underrated and overrated goalkeeper in the Prem, says Matt 321. Can somebody answer that in the live comments? I mean, I don't know, mate. I don't know. It's not. I don't know. I don't really. If I was being blunt, I'd say I don't give a shit, really. I don't watch football enough in that sense to watch every goalkeeper in the Premier League consistently to know who's underrated and who's overrated. So no, I can't answer that question. Pochettino is overrated though, says Ayish. And hey Mark, can we? I'm not. I don't really want to talk about United. Like, I don't mind the odd question about United, but it's not the United stand. That's football, and I want to watch Manchester City play Liverpool, and I want to talk about the Premier League. Don't want to talk about Manchester United massively. I've spoke about Manchester United for an hour this morning, and I'll be talking about Manchester United for an hour tonight. Funnily enough, I don't actually want to watch a game that United aren't playing in and talk consistently about Manchester United. I want Spurs to win it if United don't. A few people are saying that. And come on City, do us a favour, says Matthew Gerrell. I'm not putting my fancy football team up. Bale has no pace but can still strike a ball. Its peak he's fell off proper, says Too Techie. I really haven't seen enough of Bale yet, to be honest with you, to know what he's all about. You know, it was a risk I still think it was a risk worth taking for them. I really do. And you know, Spurs are not a team that I would predict would have been in the top 4 this season. So I think it was a risk worth taking for Spurs. And obviously they have taken that risk. Apologies, we are getting a bit of buffering apparently. I actually can't do anything about it. It really makes me laugh. I can't do anything about it. You don't have to watch this channel. Go and watch another one. I'm not doing anything about it because I can't do anything about it. It amazes me. The needy feel of society today. What the fucking hell do you think I'm going to do about it? It's buffering. Tough shit. Go and watch something else. If it's buffering for you, go and watch something else. If it's not, let's talk about football. But this has been going on for 10 fucking minutes. It's boring. I just want to talk about the football. If it's buffering, I can't do anything about it. Go somewhere else. Bloody hell. Just thick people. Absolutely thick people. Thoughts on Silva? He's been the best centre-back in the league. Which team's going to win? I don't know. I think City might win it. Hold on a minute. But we are only about 7 minutes away from kickoff. Can you wish me a happy birthday? Says Chevon. Happy birthday if it is legitimately your birthday. We do get a lot of fakers, so you might not be. And is Bruno better than Kevin De Bruyne? Says Ragis. No. Even as a Manchester United fan, no, it's not. Without a shadow of a doubt. I love Bruno Fernandes. I think he's a fantastic player, but no, he's not. He's not the best player. He's not better than Kevin De Bruyne at this point. Do you think Leicester can win the league? Says Gripping Imp. No, I don't. They didn't even get top 4 last year, did they? So I don't think they can, no. I'm just going to test it on my phone, see what it's like. Jesus Christ, my stream is miles behind everybody else on my phone. We are only about 7 minutes away. That can't be right. That's 3 minutes ago. What the fuck's going on with this stream? I'm clicking the link on my phone and it's me talking about literally 3 minutes ago. Can you wish me a happy birthday? Jesus Christ! What's going on? What is going on? My phone of this stream is like 3 minutes behind. What the fucking hell is going on? How far behind are you lot? Oh, kickoff is coming. I do read the comments. For FPL, he has got me 34 yesterday, says Daniel Luciano. Get the timer ready. Zane says, Mark, Obama hat-trick today. Thank you. Happy Remembrance Day. Hoping for a draw for today's encounter between City and Liverpool, says Blue FT216. And are there any other teams in the Prem that you don't like, and why? If so, says Jonas Headguard. Well, I think I've sort of grown out of that, to be honest, if I'm honest with you. I don't really dislike a football team because I watch a lot of football. So I don't want Liverpool to win the league because they're United's biggest rival. I don't want Arsenal to win anything. But to say I don't like a team, I don't think I watch a game of football and go, I really don't like a team. I've sort of grown past that, to be honest with you. But, you know, I did used to be a bit like that, to be fair. Mark, don't yell at me. Just check OBS if you're losing frames. I'm not on OBS, Sharath. I don't think we can continue with the stream, everybody. It seems to be causing a lot of people a lot of problems, so I just don't think we can do it. I don't understand why it is, because it's not a problem. Everything's working on my screen, but there obviously is a problem, so I don't really know what we can do. I can't change it. It's not my Wi-Fi. Look, if anyone says my Wi-Fi is slow again, you're outing yourself as an idiot, because it's not my Wi-Fi, it's my laptop. I've got absolutely faster internet than any of you lot have got, probably. It's nothing to do with that. It's just this stream is fucked. I don't get it. I just do not get it at all. Are there any other teams in the Prem? Wait, I said that like 3 minutes ago. Jonas Headguard. I said that 3 minutes ago, and on my phone, when I click that in, it's 3 minutes behind. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Mark, what am I sad about is how far we have fallen and how this game is the biggest in England. Hopefully one day sooner rather than later we'll be back, says Andrew C. No, look, I know about people talking about the timer in the live comments. There's an issue that my stream is about 4 minutes behind everybody else anyway. So I know it started. I'm watching the bloody game. But what I'm saying is when I go to the link on my phone to watch this stream to see if it's lagging, it's about 3 minutes behind from what I'm actually saying to you right now. Yeah, I'm screw this. I'm not doing it. Sorry, everybody. There's nothing I can do. On screen, it's working absolutely fine for me, but it's miles behind. Absolutely miles behind streaming. So, I'm about. There's no need for homophobic remarks, Sean James. What a sad person. What is accusing me of being gay got to do with anything? How far behind am I to you lot? Like, if I said to you the number 33, what comes after 33? So here I am talking to you now. I said the number 33 about 60 seconds ago, and nobody in the live comments has put the number afterwards. So you're miles behind. There's some massive delay for some reason that makes no sense. Oh, yeah, let's have a look.
Turn the
ago, and on my phone, when I click that in, it's 3 minutes behind. We're talking about the timer in the live comments. There's an issue that my stream people talking about the timer in the live comments. There's an issue that my stream is about. I'm stunned. I'm absolutely behind from what I'm actually saying to you right now. It's so far behind. Yeah, Cam Chaz says it's working. Well, I'm just going to stick with it now, but I don't know what's going on at my end, because when I watch it on my phone, I'm literally 3 minutes after something I've said in here. It's really weird. So that's where I'm at in this game. So you're probably like 2 minutes in. It's weird. No, it's not. It's not just my phone that's behind. It's my bloody laptop's behind as well. Anyway, Liverpool have started off quite well in the game, which is the most important thing. God, if you're saying 34, you're fucking miles behind. Absolute. After 33, it's 34. I said that about that. I said that in 2019. Anyway, we're watching the game here. Ball over the top to Mane. Oh, it's so irritating when you set aside time to do these sort of things, because it's not actually that easy to get all the graphics and everything set up. It's so irritating that when you actually go live and you're looking forward to a game that technical difficulties. But I suppose when you've done as many as I am, you're going to get some that are a bit of a shit house. So just a bit Bit sad, really. But there we go. But Liverpool have started off the better side. Let's try it again with a number. What comes after number 39? I've never had this happen to me before. Never had this happen before. I'm truly stumped. So when I watch this on my phone, 6 minutes and 2 seconds. I'm 9 minutes and 10 seconds in. That's what we're streaming at. When we're streaming at 9 minutes and 10, on my phone it's showing 6 minutes and 2 seconds. If I go and watch this stream right now, it is 3 minutes behind. 3 minutes. Anyway, Liverpool have stopped. 3 minutes behind. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Fucking Redmen TV, 9